Hello, thank you for joining me. We're just walking up one of the alleyways in Hampstead in London. We're coming to one of the highest parts of Hampstead. The reason we're coming up here is to see what's behind me. It's Fenton House. It's a National Trust house. It's had various owners, no one particularly famous. One of them, I believe, was Mr. Fenton, and that's where the house got its name. And probably the most significant owner was Lady Binton. She collected a lot of china and lots of smaller tapestries and pianos. There's lots of tapestries and pianos and china inside. It's a very pleasant house, very livable feeling. Now, one thing I want to show you, we're going to go and have a look around the gardens. I've taken a few pictures inside on an earlier visit, so I'm not going to take you around the house. I'm going to take you around the gardens. What I wanted to show you was these chimneys here. If you look, they're set back from the outside wall. Now, the reason they did that was because then they get more heat in the room, because the back of the fireplace is circulating in the room. And I believe just there on the ground floor, that is where the downstairs toilet was. So it was in a nice warm place behind the chimney. And the other thing you can do, if you go up in the house, you can go up there onto that balcony, which you get some very nice views across London. You can see St Paul's Cathedral, and you can see the Shard, the City of London, etc. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take you across the road. We're going to go and explore the gardens. So if you want to see the house, I recommend coming and visiting. So let's go through this arch, through the yew hedge. Now, I haven't actually been in here in the garden since I was a child, so I'm going to sort of explore it and show you around as I explore. So there's the back of the house. There's someone upstairs looking out the window. It's a very nice, quite formal sort of garden. Got the big lawn down below me. Quite pleasant up here this time of year in the autumn colours on the trees. I expect Hampstead Heath looks very nice. I'll go and see that later today possibly. Also near here, another National Trust property, which I'll probably go to after here, is 2 Willow Road. That was the house of Erno Goldfinger, so it's worth coming up to Hampstead. You can visit 2 National Trust properties in one day, which is quite a novelty. So there's the house over there. I'm just going to take you down to the end of this path, and we'll work our way around the rest of the gardens. So there's an orchard down there. I think we can probably go down there. I like this. I always think one day I'd like a garden with a chair like this at the end of the garden, in a nice, what I believe is a wisteria sort of arch. So yeah, it'd be pleasant if you have a garden like this. It's nice and pleasant to sit outside and read a book. So looking across that way, there's the orchard and there's Fenton House. So it's definitely worth a visit. And like I said, if you're into tapestry and china collections and music, then you'll find a visit very interesting, because that's what a lot of the collection is. Mostly what Lady Binton collected. Now I'm going to think the way to the orchard's down there, so I'm going to take you down through this rather attractive looking garden. We go up here, we're in another sort of formal garden with hedge all around us, yew hedge. There's another quite nice Gothic house across the road. It says orchard that way, but I'm just going to have a look at the big lawn first before we go down there. So this is the back of Fenton House. Very attractive garden. So we came in over there. There's a statue here. Not quite sure who that is of, but standing watching out over the garden. So I think we'll just go down to the orchard and see what we can find down there. So it's a very pleasant garden, not a huge place like some National Trust places you need all day. This one you can come and visit in a couple of hours, and like I said, it's in Hampstead, which is a very pleasant part of London. Now, I might be wrong here, but I believe this is a strawberry tree. As far as I'm aware, strawberry trees are only native to Portugal and Ireland because once, millions of years ago, the two countries were connected. I know that bit's true. Whether that is a strawberry tree up there, well, this one in front is a cherry tree, but that might have been a strawberry tree, I'm not sure. There's looks like an orange tree there. Well, it is the orchard, so I suppose you'd expect various fruit trees. There's a greenhouse just there, and you can actually buy plants here. All sorts of plants for sale. So if you want to buy plants, if you live in London, wouldn't suggest taking them home on the tube, but perhaps if you live in the area, you could come up here and buy some plants. So here's the orchard. I think all the apples have gone now because we are a bit later on in the year, so we're just going to go and see this last bit. This bit looks more like the kitchen garden or the vegetable patch, and I think I will have shown you all of the gardens here except the front garden, which you can't go in. It's like a long drive up to the front of the house. Yeah, it looks like this is the vegetable patch. So I think there's some gardens over there, so I won't disturb them. I think we'll go back over into the main part of the orchard. So there's there's the apple trees. I think these are marigolds, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, well, here we are. So kitchen garden, formal garden is up there as the house, and this is the orchard. I've just seen a little fountain. I really like fountains, anything to do with water in a garden. I just think it makes even the smallest of gardens that much more pleasant. So yeah, a little fountain. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and like I said, if you're in London, do come up to Hampstead up on the Northern Line and visit Fenton House and Two Willow Road, and if you really want to spend a day, then go for a walk on Hampstead Heath as well, and you can also visit Kenwood House. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.